So sorry, this fucking shit didn't end until 11:50. The fucking games. It was like, Jesus Christ, it was late, so late. I had to do some other stuff before I could go live. And now I look at the clock and it's super late at night. It's like 1:30 in the morning. They have got to figure out a way to fucking do these games. I mean, you gotta be kidding me, man. Like, you can do these games. Like, you have to do a better job of like playing this shit out. You realize you're giving the team a month off to play this game, and then you're only gonna give them a week. How about you do this? How about you play a game on Monday, another one on Tuesday, and then you freaking play the freaking national championship on Thursday. There's no more Thursday night. There's no more Thursday night football. Why not play the fucking national championship on Thursday? And that way, you realize the holidays are over. Like, people have to go to work tomorrow, man. People had to go to work today. Like, this shit's over, folks. You cannot be starting a game at 9 o'clock and ending it at 1 in the morning on a Monday. It is over. The holidays are over. This was terrible tonight. Terrible schedule. Terrible, terrible, terrible. A lot of people did not see this game. Now they're lucky it was a West Coast game. I beg your pardon. It was a West Coast team that advanced to the championship. So over there, it was only about 10, so it wasn't that bad for them. But everybody out in the East Coast did not get to see this puppy fully tonight, most likely. They probably had to go to sleep at halftime. Like, this was terrible scheduling, man. It's a damn shame. It's a Final Four. Imagine the NFL having a fucking AFC Championship game start at 9 p.m. on a fucking Monday. This was terrible. NCAA, you gotta look yourself in the mirror, ask yourself, oh, you're about shit or full of shit. This was fucking terrible tonight. I just can't believe it, man. I was sitting there like a pendejo. My mother's like, I'm going to sleep. My grandma's like, I'm going to sleep. My father went to sleep at the halftime. I'm sitting there in a dark room, like a pendejo in front of the couch, watching this fucking game all the way until almost midnight. It was probably already 1 in the morning over there in the East Coast. This was terrible, ladies and gentlemen. Play a game on Monday, play a game on Tuesday, then give the players about 9 to 10 days, and then play a game. What's next Thursday? I believe it's the 11th. The 11th of December, I beg your pardon, of January. Play the game on Thursday, the 11th of January. What is the rush? What the fuck is the rush? It's a championship. It's the final game. You got to do this right. You got to do this right. This was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. You should not fucking have a Final Four game, start at 9 p.m. at night on the East Coast and end it at 1 in the morning. Horrendous, horrendous, horrendous. I'm so disappointed by the NCAA. Hancock, I believe is the guy's name. Get some Viagra, dude. It ain't working right now, man. This was terrible tonight by Mr. Hancock. I believe he's the commissioner of the NCAA playoffs. This was flat out terrible tonight. Terrible, terrible. Like I said, play a game on Monday, play a game on Tuesday, give the players about 9, 10 days off, and then play it on Thursday. But anyways, let me, I do want to look at the stats for tonight. And, congratulations to the winners. Michigan and Washington. We got two very good games. That was the thing. A lot of times with these playoff games, we get a good game and we get a blowout. Tonight we got two very good games. Overtime, Michigan beats Alabama. I believe the final play, they go to overtime, and Jalen Mayros is trying to score on a quarterback draw, and he just gets stuffed like a turkey on Thanksgiving by the Michigan defensive line. Great way to end that game. Michigan advanced for the first time. Jim Harbaugh will be in the national championship. Congratulations to Michigan. And then Washington, man. Washington was kind of gagging a little bit there at the end, but they survive. What the fuck is happening right now? They survive. 37-31.
Because at one point in that what was it, fourth quarter, they had a 37-21. What was it, 30? Or they had it was 34, it was 34-21. They were going back and forth in that first half, they went to halftime 21-21. And then they really took off in that third quarter, Washington, and they scored 13 unanswered points, and they took a 37-21 lead. But then they started falling apart, man. They got a little bit too cute. And they started doing trick plays. I think that pissed off Texas defense. They got back in the game. And the final there, they cut the lead. It was 37-31. Texas, man, in the final drive, they ended up losing. Literally, they were about to score a touchdown. They just couldn't complete the pass with about a second left, and they couldn't do it. And Washington hung up and won the game 37-31. Michigan won their game 27-20 in overtime. Two very fun, exciting games. Texas did a great job of coming back because they were it was about to go to the shithole there for Texas. They did a great job of coming back and making that not only a competitive but an exciting, fun finish there at the end. That would have been fucking crazy if Texas would have came back and won. They would have won that. If they scored that touchdown, they would have won that game 38-37, man. That would have been crazy. Everybody was going with Texas in this game, man. Everybody was going with Texas, man. Everybody that said they had the bigger team, they were bigger and stronger, and they were going to win the game. And I thought Washington, that quarterback Michael Penix, they couldn't stop him. He had 400 yards. He was flat out unbelievable tonight. Tonight was Michael Penix. They couldn't do shit with him. A lot of people were saying on Twitter that Michael Penix might be better than Caleb Williams. Now you could be over exaggerating because you're watching Michael Penix play right now, where it's been a while since you've seen since November you haven't seen Caleb Williams played, so that could be part of it. I don't know, but a lot of people were saying that Chicago, whoever takes that first overall pick, should draft Michael Penix over Caleb Williams. We'll see what happens. But Caleb Williams Michael Penix looking pretty damn good tonight. Like I said, I believe he threw for over 400 yards. He was flat out fantastic tonight. And they win it, man. So now we have a championship game next Monday. Again, doesn't make any sense at all. How the fuck you gave them a month to prepare for these games, but I only giving them a week for the championship? It doesn't really make sense. But yeah, anyways, whatever. Next Monday, it will be Michigan, Washington for the national championship game. We'll see what happens. I think that quarterback, what's his name, JJ McCarthy from Michigan, I think he got hurt a little bit tonight at times. He didn't get completely hurt, but he was a little bit beat up there, so I don't know. Now, I would say, obviously, Washington's defense is not as good as Alabama, so, maybe I don't know, he might even have a better game. But that Michael Penix guy, you better be ready, Michigan. That guy was unbelievable tonight. And supposedly, they said this was one of the best front sevens in the entire country in Texas Longhorns. And Michael Penix was shredding them. Like I said, 400 yards, put up 37 points. So this Michigan team is going to have to be ready. I think much better quarterback, Michael Penix than Jalen Melrose. So they better be ready. They better be ready next week for Michael Penix. And look, obviously, it's kind of like last year. We have a huge favorite in Michigan and a huge underdog in Washington, just like last year with Georgia being the huge favor and TCU being the huge underdog. Last year we saw what happened. What was it, It was 70-point game. It was terrible. Georgia just beat the hell out of TCU. Hopefully this week, I don't think it will be. I think Michael Penix is a much better quarterback than Duggins, whatever the fuck his name was, from TCU last year. Michael Penix is an NFL quarterback. Max Duggins, I think he's in the NFL, but he's in a practice squad. He's not that good. He's barely lucky to be in the NFL. Michael Penix is a much better quarterback. So I do think it will be a competitive game next week. Michigan versus Washington. I think it will be a competitive game. Um, but yeah, man, should be a fun game. And let's see what Michael Penix does. He shredded Texas defense tonight. Let's see what he does against Michigan's defense. I cannot wait to see what the hell happens next week. Um, but yeah, ladies and gentlemen, what's up, Sonic? I'm gonna get off very soon, buddy. The fucking game went until like 1 in the morning. I'm so apologize. I'm gonna get off probably in the next few minutes, Sonic. I'm only here to do my video, and I'll be back tomorrow with my normal stream. But the fucking game wouldn't be over, man. Terrible, man. Terrible. I couldn't believe it, man. But yeah, man, I'm gonna be here for at least another few minutes, and then I'm gonna get off. Um, but yeah, man. Yeah. I mean, short show. Probably won't even make it 30 minutes. It's almost 2 in the morning here where I live, so gotta get off. I still have to watch Monday Night Raw. I just got watch, so I gotta. I don't want to go to bed too late. I think my father wanted me to take the trash out in the morning. That's another thing. Yeah, so I gotta go to bed. Can't go to bed too late. I gotta get up to the trash. Yeah, I saw some highlights. The Rock came back. I saw some highlights. I'll watch the full show here, and probably in the next 10 minutes, I'll probably get off and watch the show. Well, it was fine, but the game ended until like 12. It was terrible. I usually go like from 11:30 to 12. So I'm like, what the hell? I can't go live anymore. It was like 11:55 when the game was over. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Go live for 15 minutes? So what I did is I cleaned up my kitchen, and then I came upstairs. I watched a little bit of Colin Coward, and then I'm like, okay, First Take didn't air tonight, so that's why I was able to come on. I said, let me watch Colin Coward. Let me cool down for a little bit, and then I'll go live at 1:30, because since there's no First Take, I still have to watch the Pat McAfee show and Monday Night Raw. Oh, Undisputed, I have to watch that too. I still have a lot of shit to watch. It was a good game, but it did not start until like 8 or 9 o'clock. It went on. It started too late. It started too fucking late, Sonic. I don't know why they started this game too late. It was too late. And everybody had to go to bed. Nobody ended up watching the game. It was like 9, and when they started the game, it was 9 in the East Coast. Way too late. Yeah, that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm gonna go watch Raw, and then I'm gonna watch. Fuck yeah, man! I have so much stuff to watch still, but it's fine. I'll do it because I'll fast forward through commercials, so I'll be fine. They know. No, Sonic. They had to wait for the other game to be over. The other game, there were 2 games on, but the first game went to overtime. So they were on the same channel. So they had to wait for it to be over, but then the game didn't start until like 9 o'clock. It's terrible because you should have done the game tomorrow. Why are you doing 2 games on the same day? It's terrible. It's not Sunday. It's not Saturday. They should have done only 1 game today and 1 game tomorrow. Next Monday, yes, the championship's next Monday. The championship will be next Monday. In 1 week. But yeah, that's why I couldn't go live, because today was the final 4, and now the championship is next week. That's why I couldn't fucking go live, man. Put me on a 5-4. All right, guys. What time is it? Well, Washington beat Texas. That was the upset. Everybody thought that Texas was going to beat Washington, and Washington ended up winning. 1 second left, and Texas was about to score the touchdown to win it, but it was incomplete. It was incomplete. And then the other game, Michigan Alabama went to overtime. Final play, Alabama tried to score a touchdown. The quarterback was running and he got tackled. So Alabama won in overtime, 27-20. So both games are very good. But I don't think they should play these two games on a fucking Monday. It's Monday. People gotta go to work. I think they fucked up by playing these games on Monday. They should have played them on the weekend, or today play one and then tomorrow play the next one. Oh, you lost. Michigan won. Michigan won 27-20 in overtime. A lot of people picked Alabama and in Texas. I picked Michigan and Texas. At least I got Michigan right. The fans are not happy with the games messed up. Exactly, dude. Everybody had to go to bed at halftime. Everybody had to go to bed at halftime. It was terrible. Everybody had to go to bed at halftime. Terrible, terrible, terrible. It was horrendous. Next week, who you got? I'm going to say Michigan, but I wouldn't be surprised if Washington wins it. Because they haven't lost a game all year. They're like 14-0. But same thing, Michigan. Michigan is also undefeated. It's going to be 1 versus 2. They're both undefeated. They're both like 14-0. So the two best teams are in the championship, 1 versus 2. So we'll see what happens, man. Should be good. Should be good next week, man. 1 versus 2. It should be a good game. But it sucks because I bet a lot of people didn't watch the game tonight. Because it started so freaking late. Oh shit, hold on. I gotta go this way because That's a good game for the championship, yeah. Are you watching? Yeah. For the rest of the week, until Saturday, there won't be any more football until Saturday. No, Sonic, they didn't cancel. No. Oh, Sonic, no, they did not cancel the game. They did not cancel it, man. That's why I couldn't go live, because the game wasn't over until 12. And I usually go live from 11:30 to 12. But then thankfully, Stephen A. Smith's first take didn't come on tonight. So I okay, well, let me go live for a little bit then. Yeah, Sonic, you're low-key having a pendejo moment tonight. You are low-key having a pendejo moment. You are low-key having a pendejo moment. I'm going to have to get off soon. My thing's about to fucking go night-night, my iPad. In 2 minutes, I'm going to have to get off. I'm going to get off in about 2 minutes. Or should I just get off now? I don't even know. Let me stay on for what? Oh shit! I don't know. I've been doing this for 19 minutes. I'm about to get off, London. I'm about to get off. I'm so sorry, buddy. I'm about to get off. I'm sorry. It's 2 in the morning, buddy. I'm sorry. We'll talk tomorrow, man. We'll talk tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll talk about it. Yeah, you can go watch my rant in the beginning of the stream. Not really. I think Sasha Banks Mercedes is gonna be on Dynamite. That's what the only thing I heard. She's gonna be on Dynamite. That's what Sean Ross Sapp is reporting. Yeah, tomorrow I'll go back to 11:30, my regular time. Tomorrow I'll go back to 11:30, my regular time. Oh man, I was so pissed off. Why would you start the games at 9 at 9? It's terrible. Yeah, man, they try to come back, but it was bad. All right, guys, I'm gonna get off. All right, we'll talk tomorrow, guys.